Alright, so I'm going to be going over in two separate videos, both Licht and Raya and then Vero and Fauna's full kits, as we do have them in game, and we're going to see how they are. Now, I do want to show you guys the actual animation, so let me just turn off the auto skip and put on full animations. Now, I won't really mention if you should summon, for the main reason being that we don't exactly know how pity and like how exactly it's gonna work. Like, if you keep on pulling one unit, will you be able to get the other one, or will it just be like exactly like the seasonal banner, but without a sort of guaranteed being like the Gateway of Destiny in the case of seasonal banners, where you're able to guarantee yourself one of the three, and then of course you could get at least two of the three. But if it's gonna be where there's no guarantee, at least at some point, doesn't matter how many pulls, but there's no guarantee at some point for both of them, then I mean, there's going to be certain things you would like probably not. It would make it so that you don't want to summon, right? So for the should you summon, it's going to be all four together when we find out banner details. I don't know when the banner's coming out anymore, because in one part it says the banner's coming out this week, and then another part it says it's coming out on the 31st, which is not this week. So we'll see that, but should you summon coming out later. But you can't say that like I'm basically reviewing the units, so if you want to count this as your should you summon, go ahead. But for many people who do not have Fuegoleon, I would say that this banner is going to be very good. Licht and Raya, amazing units. Now let's just go over them. We'll go over his passives, then go over all his skills in the actual thing. So he's got 10% crit damage for his dupe, going up to I think 15 could it be? I don't really remember, but yeah, so I think, I mean, we'll have to see, but I think it goes up to either 15 or 20%, probably 15. Then as for his normal passive, LR passive, basically when he falls under 30% HP, he has immortality for 1 turn, and that's once per battle, and that makes him very good for PvP, as especially on attack at least, you could basically just keep on tanking hits, and you could stall. Now, as for his skills, skill 1 has a 22% crit rate. Now, this is only for this skill, but it's insane. Like, that much crit rate is still a lot, and then this one also has 18% plus defense penetration, which is like even better. Those two together is both just really good. Now, as for the ult, it's going to give him crit rate also, but it's an AoE 80% multiplier. It's the average multiplier. I mean, you don't really find more than 80% unless you're Noel. But overall, looks absolutely beautiful, right? Like, that to me, that's Black Clover Mobile, right? So let's get out of here and let's explain Raya, then we're going to explain the combo, since you're most likely going to be using them together. Alright, so Lich though, very good. As for stats, normal speed, if we go to LR, dupe 1, or 0 dupes I should say, max. So he's a magic attack unit. You're going to be building him with crit damage usually. He has normal speed and all that. Now, I'm just going to go, is this skill page? Yes. This is a skill page. It's going to be giving you a buff block when you get a crit, and I think increased crit rate and the defense penetration level. And what it's going to give here is attack percent and also crit rate. That's the skill page, which now that I'm looking at it, it gives attack percent. It was translated on Pridewood as increased damage, not attack percent, which kind of makes it worse, because this is attack percent, but if you really go to what he builds off of, oh wait, that's so bad, because he builds off of magic attack, since he has higher magic attack, right? Like way higher magic. Oof. Okay, so yeah, this guy builds off magic, but it has attack on his thing, but it's still a very good skill page for any physical units. You get what was it, crit rate and attack, so to me it's pretty good still, but you know. Now, as for Raya, let's go to Raya. This guy came out with Vero initially, but he's very good. Now, he's a buff unit where basically when buffs expires, he gets buffs, or he gets stuff. So basically, per buff expiring, he gets 2.5% attack, up to 5% at dupe 5. And then, so 15% attack increase. And then here, he gets HP recovery when a buff expires once per wave. Now, let's go into his skills. He is a physical attack unit, right? LR, so he's physical attack, and he builds up wow, that's really bad. He builds up attack, magic attack, and physical attack. Now, if we go to his skills, let's go to his skills now. Raya, I like Raya. So he gets extra attack if he has a buff, which basically is going to make it an 80% AoE if we're logically thinking about it. It's very good. I find it's good. Now, you won't obviously see it because he doesn't have any buffs. Now, as for this one, it's going to basically copy 2 buffs of the enemy you're attacking. I'd say that's actually really good if there's certain buffs, but I've tested it. You cannot copy Immortality. Now, this one is going to be dealing an extra attack if you have 2 or more buffs for 70%. And then for each buff you have, 15% increased damage dealt. This one, it's literally just trumping Jack's ultimate because it gives outright increased damage instead of crit damage. And he also has the extra 70% extra attack, so it's like a base of 220, and then also you do extra increased damage. This guy is the nuker of the game. Now let's play the ult. Wonderful, beautiful ult. Now let's go out and let's just explain the combos and why they're really good. Now, of course, just this kit is pretty good, but it's not like anything crazy. Now, this is where it gets crazy. So he has obviously a normal combined attack, but nothing crazy. Now, this one, it's so stupid. You look at this, 35% at base, 55% base. What it gives is you're able to copy one buff from your ally and then give both of you guys all attack increase by 40%. And then Licht's part, if we could go to it, is going to be giving obviously AoE too. So 2 AoEs for base 110% AoE, which is one of the highest AoEs in the game. Defense penetration to both of them, which ignores 20% of the defense. So increase attack, all attack, defense penetration, AoE for a bunch of like high ass attack stats, right? And then you copy a buff from Licht. Now, what you got to realize is that if we go, let me find Noel's AoE. Let me just search up the scaling for Noel's AoE, but I think that theirs is higher because if you really look at it, they have 55, but it's 75 per, right? 75 per guy. So in total, it's 150%. Now, Noel's, I think, and let me find it. So Noel's is going to be 90 plus 48. Noel's is 138. Theirs is 150, the combo together. Plus the buffs that he gives, it's crazy, right? And they do very good damage. He has immortality, so it's going to be good. And because of the because of the blue meta, they're both going to be insane units. And you also need them for PvE. As right now, if you look at it, there's only Fuegoleon, and he's unfeatured, especially now. So even worse in terms of that. But you don't want to run Fuego, right? There's green, yeah, but like running these two together is 100% better. PvP and PvE, they're both really good in. They're going to be amazing for the upcoming raid coming next Thursday. These guys are either coming out right before or right as the raid comes out, same day. So these two, amazing kits. I really like their combo. Anything that you see about them from KR, like their combos, it's basically buffed numbers because they were counted as if like you had level 1 combo, but the numbers were counted as if they were level 5. So it made you think the numbers were a lot higher than they should have been, right? Or not, it made you think they were higher than they should have been, right? But even at level 1, it's still very good. But you got to realize to get the max potential, you got to level up. You got to level up both combos to do the max damage. But in total, it's a base of 110, but it goes up to 150. So very good, very, very, very good. Both units are amazing. Now, if we go to the other banner, let's start off. Actually, I'm gonna show you guys the combo after both of their combos. You know what? Let me find it now before anything. Special combo. I'll show you guys what it looked like because I think it was kind of beautiful. Now we're gonna put this. Okay. All right. So I'm going to turn off the music. And then we're going to get started on this. All right. I think it's nice, bro. I think that's really nice. Like really nice. That to me is just one of the best in the game. So afterwards we're gonna show Fauna and Licht, Fauna and Vettel's. But let me just quickly go over RHYA's. It sucks. You don't want to put it. You just remove 2 buffs from an enemy and you get increased accuracy. Anyway, so yeah, with that, done the video. I forgot that I was doing 2 separate videos, but you know, it's just better this way. Fauna and Vettel video coming out later. I'm just gonna schedule it for like, I don't know, 3 hours after this video, 4. But no, they're both really good units and like amazing, right? Just absolutely amazing, and especially because they're green, it's gonna help counter the current meta a bit. not the most, but you know, it's gonna do something. Now, it's gonna definitely put Red Yami up there because of the fact that not many people are gonna summon for Fauna because of Veto on the same banner. But we'll see how it works for the guaranteeds and stuff if there is. But with that said, let me know what you guys think, if there's gonna be a good guaranteed, and with that, that's it.